Hey there, Stribe fam. Thank you so much for your purchase. My name is Dr. Andi-Jean, and I am one of the co-founders of Stribe.dental. If you've made it this far, I am super excited for you to try out our new product. Let's take a look and see what's inside our mailers. So as you start to open this wonderful package up, there's a couple things inside that we're gonna use and I'm gonna teach you how to use today. So first and foremost, our bouncers. We've put a lot of effort into creating something that you can use really easily, attach and detach from your camera, and really make your photos the highest quality that they can possibly be. Purchasing these bouncers means that you're serious about getting really high quality photos. Dental photography in general is such an important part of what we do as dentists. Documentation, taking amazing color photographs for our laboratory, communication between our laboratory and our patient are just a few reasons why dental photography is so critical to our success on a daily basis. Now that we have our bouncers out of the package, let's talk about how we assemble them and attach them to our flash system. Included in the package is a piece of Velcro, and what I like to do is put it on the sides of the flash. So I'm gonna place it on the sides, on each side, one on one side, another one on the other side. You wanna place them more towards the front of the flash, so this way we can attach the bouncer and still have access to the buttons in the back. So the bouncer kind of folds together like so. We kind of fold these sides, fold the back, and now we're gonna position this bouncer on our flash system, connecting one side and then the other side. Now, I've included a bigger piece of Velcro if you like to put on the top piece, but I've found that using a rubber band is actually the best and easiest way to attach and keep it all together. Now we can attach them to our flash system on our camera. Either we can attach it directly to the lens or on a bracket system that's a little bit off the lens. Now that we have our bouncers attached to our flash, we can connect it to our camera and we're ready to shoot some really good photographs. Let's talk a little bit about these special bouncers that you're trying to figure out. It's really important that we use a bouncer to soften the light. Using a bouncer can help communicate different details that we're trying to capture when we're talking to our ceramist to get the best type of dental restoration for our patients. Using a bouncer will give you more detail about translucency, texture, color, density of color that really will help us to get the best result for the patient each and every time. One of the critical things about what we're trying to achieve when we take dental photographs is really controlling the light. Typically, when you take an image without a bouncer, the light is really harsh on the subject, and you can lose a lot of the fine and subtle details that you would get if you used a bouncer. Using our bouncers is super critical to controlling the light that's coming out of your camera. By positioning the light perfectly and adjusting the bouncers, you can really relay different details that you wouldn't get had you not use a bouncer. Now that we understand how to attach our bouncers to our camera, let's talk about how we position our bouncers to get that perfect shot every time. Before we start shooting, one of the most important things that we do is set up our camera properly. For the best effect with our bouncers, you want to change your white balance to the flash. So you go in, find where your white balance control is. Every camera is a little bit different, and set it to the flash setting. So now that we have our camera ready to go and move into the operatory to start taking pictures on patients, let's talk about how we're gonna control and position the bouncers so that we get the best shot every single time. Now, if you're part of our Stribe fam, you know very well that we released a box earlier this year. And if you have any questions about dental photography, different types of retractors, or different types of materials that will make your shots that you're taking better, definitely check out Stribe.dental for more information on that. Right now, we're gonna start by taking some full face photographs. And I found that positioning the light a little bit off of our lens and spreading our light more laterally, will illuminate our patient the best. A lot of times, you'd have the position of these lights like this. It's gonna close off the light and it's gonna give you a lot of shadows. So when we're taking these full face photos, we really wanna tilt these flashes all the way out. And that's gonna illuminate our subject in the best possible way. So for our extraoral photographs, we're really gonna keep these always positioned outward. For our full face photo, when we're a little bit away from the patient, positioning these outwards is great. As I move closer and I'm starting to take smile shots that are outside of the patient's mouth, I'm gonna keep these positioned outward. And it will really help to give you lateral light on the teeth and really, really soft images. Now for the tricky part. Everybody that's used any type of twin flash before knows that it can be super tricky to get intraoral retracted photographs. But really, the key is retracting the patient properly and positioning our light properly. So once we have proper retraction, we're gonna position these lights a little bit closer to our lens. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it in, and we're also gonna turn it almost a little bit backwards. And that will help bounce the light off of this and into our patient to illuminate those sides that can be really, really shadowy. One quick tip that I use to get the best retracted photographs is really positioning these a little bit differently. So when I'm taking a photo from the side, I'm gonna move the side that I'm shooting a little bit in and kind of a little bit backwards. And then I'm gonna take this side and bring it out and a little forward. And that's gonna help to illuminate the side that's farthest away, and this one is gonna help to illuminate the side that's a little closer to me. Really, you have to play with this to get a little more comfortable getting that shot right every single time. At the end of the day, it's really important that you use your new purchase and practice. Let's face it, the more you use this, the easier it's going to become. And it really is quite fun. You can use great photos like this on your social media. You can really relay the details that you need to your ceramist. And at the end of the day, take fun portraits of your patients that really show off your work at the highest level. Again, thank you so much for being part of our Stribe fam. I'm super appreciative that you've decided to take your time and learn with us. It really means a ton to us. Be sure to check out stribe.dental for all of our new lectures, as well as any other tips that you need on dental photography. I look forward to seeing you at our future events. Until then, stay cool and let's bounce.